remember the first time you went there and how you got there?
Yes, we always drove. It's not that far from Cleveland. I think it was 1960, and Audra had always wanted me to go to Chicago, and we had kids, and I finally decided, well, I'd leave the kids with my mom, and I drove out there with them. And I was so impressed. I was just absolutely awestruck when I got out there, because we had been reading about all these people and these cattle, in the business, and I got there, and here were so many of these people I had read about and these cattle. But it wasn't just that. It was all these cattle coming into the yards by rail and on trucks to the stockyards, just not to show, but to the companies there that were the meat companies there, and it was just absolutely amazing. And my heroes, my celebrities, so to speak, were not movie stars or rock stars then. They were cowboys and cattlemen and breeders and even bulls. And I was just simply awestruck when I got there. It was big, dirty, dusty, damp, and usually cold. It wasn't in the best of neighborhoods and not particularly easy to get into. But I hear cowboys, even today, this many years after the last International was held there in 1971, wax positively ecstatic about the International. It was held at Chicago Union Stockyards on the south side of town. There was the amphitheater where national political conventions have been held, pens seemingly as far as the eye could see, where rail cars endlessly unloaded livestock, a newspaper, the Drover's Journal, a bank, a restaurant, and a dormitory with a waiting list for beds during the International that was rumored to be 10 years long. It was like a city unto itself, centered on the livestock industry. Standing at ringside for 2 whole days, watching some of the best beef animals in the world paraded through the ring. The cry, "Rack 'em up," as the horses thundered around the show ring. And the little restaurant just outside the stockyards where we went to eat lunch with cowboys from all over the country. And seeing an International Grand Champion bull for the first time, and eating the best prime rib I have ever tasted at a restaurant called The Cart, where the meat was cooked on grills in carts right in the dining rooms while we watched. There are, of course, other memories too, including the many, many people I met there.